right, it's good. I remembered to unmute.
Okay, good.
I'm looking for.
Sounds good.
I'd like to hire a producer. Pay's not very good, but just ask Connor.
Yeah, I was going to say I can tell you about that.
Well, hello, everybody. Speaking of Connor, we're back. Connor Burke and myself, David Burrows, thanks for being here. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And I'm telling you, TikTok is really the place to be. I was nervous about bringing TikTok into this year, Connor. You kind of talked, you're like, no, that's the place, and I talked to a few other people, and I was always afraid to go there because I thought it was a big negative spot, but it's no different than any other social media. It depends who you surround yourself with.
Yeah, that's right. They went through quite a bit of drama this past weekend.
Well, no kidding,
right?
They were
gone, and they were back. 12 hours.
I know. Well, I'm not surprised. I don't want to go down any political rabbit holes, but with Trump being president now, he's a businessman. He recognized right away the opportunity there, and I don't know if he'll get 50%, but he's saying the United States should get 50%. But he's a big negotiator, so he'd probably settle for 35. No, he'd probably settle for 49.
We're not for sale, by the way.
No, we're not for sale. You don't want to be the 51st state?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
Proud Canadian.
Anyway, we're here to talk about hockey. So we're having a party up here tonight. There's a birthday party up here. And,
awesome.
One of the gentlemen who works with Hughes Intelligence. So happy birthday there. And, look, we got Abby is here liking the live. We've got a whole bunch of people liking the live. Please, on TikTok. Wow. Thank you, Abby. What's in front of you? The game. We're up in the Hughes Intelligence Canada Hockey Suite here at the Progressive Auto Sales Arena in Sarnia. We're not allowed to show you the game. And unfortunately, we would show you the Sting warming up out there, but we've got a lot of heads bobbing around here, so it's kind of in the way of the cameras. But we're having some fun. So hello, John. And go Swift Current Broncos. Go Sting. All right, says Nelson. And Greg is here from Windsor. He's been a big follower, so hello, Greg. Well, talk about... There's some interesting things going around the OHL right now. We're going to talk about some stuff. Now, I still don't think it's true, but you were saying that I was giving Matthew Manza a hard time not playing enough or something like that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He was texting me earlier going, and I'm like, are you high?
I just call it like I see it. I don't know.
So, okay, go ahead and tell everybody what you think I did.
Well, it was last week. I think it was our second intermission when you were talking about Manza and how he hadn't gotten a point yet. And you just said, I just like, it wasn't like you were ripping him to shreds. You said,
well, wait a minute. That's not how you worded it to me.
No, you said, I'd like to see a little bit more from him, which I thought was a little bit harsh for 40 minutes of play. And the number one viewer out here can attest to this.
Who's that,
as she says right there, actually.
Karen?
I've got backup and receipts. I'll tell you that.
And receipts. Old Demore in the back, and heard it too. Well, I don't remember it. And if I was,
getting old, Dave. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, I don't know. Maybe my sometimers is kicking in. I don't know. But I think what I kind of remember saying, and wasn't that muted? Like, how do you? That part wasn't.
Well, yeah. I guess I don't have the receipts because we were muted actually, and that's not.
Well, then how do you know I said it? How does your mom know I said it?
Two corroborating stories.
Yeah, but how does she know I said it?
She watched the whole thing. She doesn't miss a minute.
It was muted, you said.
We were on TikTok too, though. It was.
Oh crap! Right. I'm not trying to get out of it. I just.
You are. You're just. I can feel the oil coming off.
I just don't remember it. I just don't remember it. What I probably meant was, I hadn't seen a goal yet, and we had talked in the beginning of like, I don't get my hopes up anymore. You look at these players on paper sometimes, and then I go, okay, well, show me.
Right.
And
right.
Then, like Diorio.
Sure.
Second overall, and then I didn't. I'm like, okay.
Well, that was a couple games. This was 40 minutes, so.
Okay, all right.
And he got one, and he proved you wrong.
He must have heard me and
he
said,
proved you wrong.
Screw that Burrows guy. I'll show him.
Congratulations to him.
Right on. I'll be liking the live while I'm watching the attack. Yeah, you're knowing sound, Abby, right? Hello from Section 11. There's Greg Poupard down from Windsor. We want to give him a shout out. Thanks, Greg, for being here. And I'm sorry we didn't get to connect in advance. We'll be doing the post-game press conference in the restaurant after the game if you want to pop by, if you don't have to run away quickly. And some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community. That's probably your mom.
Oh, yeah, right.
Saying nasty things about me.
Getting dirty out there already.
Right? All right, but Matthew Manza did come through, his first game here dressing with the Sarnia Sting and definitely showed up. And he did show up in more than just getting that goal, but in the post-game press conference he talked about it's always nice to just get it out of the way because, the fans are looking for it.
Yeah.
The broadcasters are looking for it, right? And he's just a confident player. And then even in the post-game, you kind of tell the way he spoke. Like
yeah, I agree.
Very confident about what's going on.
He's got typical good hockey answers, I think.
Yeah, right. So,
but he wasn't shy. He didn't seem shy at all.
Yeah. So that's good to see, which, he obviously brings that confidence out to the ice. And this has been a good trade welcoming, if you will, for the Sarnia Sting.
Yeah, no, for sure. He made an impression and it sealed the deal, I think. I don't know if it was the game winner, but that was a great insurance goal to have late in the third. And, that's it. Not that it was a long time wait on his shoulder, but you get it early and you don't have to worry about getting it now.
And a great win for the Sarnia Sting in there as well. Of course, hat trick in there, right?
Yeah. From a defenseman, our captain.
Right.
What better way? That was so exciting. And a sold-out barn. Again, sold out tonight,
Sold out tonight, yeah. Even general admission, I think, is already taken. So, but interestingly enough, there in that post-game with Lucas having that hat trick, he was a very honest answer guy. That's his first hat trick ever, and he said, like, before OHL and everything, I think he said I sucked. I wasn't that good.
Right.
He says I wasn't really that good younger days.
Humble.
So very interesting for him to bring that up, becoming a captain of the team when saying, I wasn't really that good. But he got himself here.
Yeah.
And it's been great leadership for this hockey club.
No, he's unbelievable. He's our only drafted NHL player, and he's leading the way as captain. Just like, what a way to do a sold-out barn in a hat trick in a defenseman. You don't see. I think our last one was Young, maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Before that, it was
I don't remember.
years and years and years before. So
right.
You don't get hat tricks from defensemen.
Lots of bonuses there.
And it was in stylish fashion. There wasn't an empty netter. There wasn't any greasy
right.
goals.
Yeah.
They were all perfectly positioned shots.
Right.
Well, and a great celebration on the hat trick.
It was. The fans loved it, and they threw the hats in. There was a lot of hats out there. And then, you're right. Good point. Like, nothing like getting the third goal on an empty netter. Like, that's nothing. Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, of course. They were trying to give it to me.
Yeah. And interesting enough, while we're talking about Zach Filak, of course, he's committed himself to NCAA. And
congratulations to him. Huge step. Huge step into the next hockey career. Sad to see him go, but they're getting a good one. I'm not sure. I'm not very familiar with the university or the college, but they're getting a good one.
Yeah, I'm not either, but obviously that's a big deal for him, and congratulations to Zach Filak on that as well. All right, so for you who are out in Facebook land, thanks so much for being here. You can consider supporting the broadcast by clicking on the comments section and sending stars if you'd like to. I still got to buy this guy coffee once in a while. Maybe a beer and a dog or something. I don't know.
I think I smell hot dogs.
A what?
I said I think I smell hot dogs.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm right.
To you there.
I'm right.
The birthday boy's got
Don't
one.
look.
Right? Don't look. It's not there. And you can also just come over to TikTok, where once we finish on Facebook, we continue to be live on TikTok. And if you were here earlier, sometimes I forget we're live on TikTok. I was burping and stuff. I don't know.
Being rude.
I'm a bad guy. And thanks, of course, to our friend Barry Bentley for allowing us to broadcast here from the Hughes Intelligence Canada Hockey Suite. The Sarnia Stinger out there on the ice getting warmed up to take on the Windsor Spitfires. Oh, boy. There's a reason it's sold out here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how this Windsor team has come from last year just really not fitting in anywhere to coming up to where they are now, like second, first place, you know, and holding that spot.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say not fitting in. They were 19th in the league. They were awful. It's just an absolute turnaround from the bottom of the league to the top of the league.
Yeah.
What a shift! They had a great draft in the summer, and a lot of key pieces were probably there, and they've all come together and made it work. And look at them go this season. They're behind London and tied with Kitchener, I think. So at the top of the league.
And Jack Nesbitt is somebody who is, we see here on Bob McKenzie's draft ranking. This is somebody you brought up. Talk about what you're seeing here.
A Sarnia native, actually pretty cool. I've worked with his dad in the Carpenters Union. I don't think he was maybe as highly touted to be this high in the draft. When he first got drafted, he kind of had a slow start. He's a skinny guy, but he's very tall, and he's just absolutely turned it on this season. He's 6'4", 185 pounds. He flies around the ice.
Without skates.
Without skates, that's right. Him and the rest of the lineup, they're not even, you say they're big kids, but they're not big kids. They're big human beings. They're all enormous. You look top to bottom on their lineup. You got the 6'5", the 6'6", the 6'5". It's a big part to their success, I'm sure, and it's tough to play against when there's big, huge human beings breathing down your neck.
And we're not that big.
No, I'm looking up to all these people.
Like, hi, how you doing, right? You know, and for the Sting Hockey Club. But, you know, like the leadership of the Sarnia Sting obviously knows what they're up against here. So, you adjust your strategies game to game accordingly, right? We've seen some strong play from the Sarnia Sting in the last while. You think you said they were like 7-3-0 right now.
7-3-0.
So, I mean, coming off of that 9-game losing, just put that way back there, forget about it.
Old business.
But they've been able to turn around. They've tightened the sticks up, coming out strong and beating London and Erie, and it's far from over. But I really feel like this team is capable of winning this game here tonight, regardless of what the paper says.
You go on a good roll like that. Like even you miss teams like last week, Sudbury, which was another mismatch. Apparently, we were definitely the underdogs there. You have the star power and the talent and the system, I think, to beat any of the best teams in the league. Yeah. So you had another week, or we've been so sparse on games. It's Friday and then it's a week, and it's Friday and it's a week. So they got a whole another week of rest, and I hope they're just feeling absolutely refreshed to get out there and play a top team in the league. There's no reason why you can't beat them. They're a good team, but they're not. Nobody's unbeatable.
Well, this is true, right? And the confidence level we talked about before, especially coming from that win against London. If you're going to win against a team, why not the first place team?
Why not? And your arch rival up the 401.
Yeah. And speaking of that, you were down the 401 the other day to see London take on Kitchener.
I was.
I didn't catch any of that. I saw the results, but how was that?
Great game. I've never been to the auditorium, so that was my first trip there. Just feels like 1970s hockey, just the stands, and it was such a busy place with 6,700, I think, and parking lot was a disaster. But that was a great rivalry as well. Like, I don't think there's nothing better than Sarnia and London, but Kitchener and London is probably the second best rivalry in the league, and they proved it. There was a good fight. There was a 5-2 win. Nothing better than a London loss. So love to see that.
Who it is.
Doesn't matter who it is.
Let's talk about Cowan. We were talking before we started the broadcast. There was a bit of and I did see the video. Al Coyne, who's one of the OHL guys, the lead of the OHL representative here, him and his boy Mark were reviewing a video of Cowan he got a point, but if you review this video, it's very clear. Have you seen it?
I saw it, yeah.
But you saw it happen live.
Yeah, I saw it live, yeah.
And
harder to see than the video.
But it was pretty straightforward to see that
I think so.
He shouldn't have got that point. So there was an error there. But understanding that London apparently has to be the ones to write in to the OHL and say, oh, no, that's not right. Do you think they're going to?
On a chance to ruin his whatever 60-some-odd point streak games. No, they're not. They're definitely not.
But if you were him, wouldn't you be going like, it's kind of like cheating at golf.
Yeah.
Like
it's
when
an
I
hon-
break 100, I want to know that I actually broke 100.
Yeah, you didn't just fluff it and, it's a little extra shot here and there, but yeah, it's an honor thing, but it's a good record to have too. I guess
Integrity.
it's kind
Yeah,
of
I know. See,
whatever. It's
it's done.
It's London hockey. That's what I expect. Nothing less
I knew
from them.
you would.
So.
I knew you would say that. I knew you would say that. Fair enough. All right, let's go check over on TikTok, see who's there. Abby said we'll see you after the game. Yes. Hello, Costa. Kitchener going to win. And Chris just followed. There's a bunch of ghosting from Florida. Burke. Hello, Burke.
Right on.
Demon Slayer says go Knights.
That's my brother. He's going on a cruise actually.
Oh,
Berkey.
is he?
No.
What was that go? Sorry, ready? Go. That's all I got to say about that.
Where's your moderators? I think that should be filtered for community purposes.
All right. Do some spit edit is here. Hello from Windsor. Are you here down from Windsor too, or are you here with Greg Poupon? Greg Poupard. Scotty D. Scotty don't. Okay.
I love Austin
Hot
Powers.
Mama like the line. All right. Tracking
Right
them all
on.
here. Seriously though, like we have to look at, what's coming out of here against the Sarnia Sting tonight. What do you think the adjustment is to be able to come out ahead of this Windsor team tonight? Because we've got a first overall draft pick playing here tonight. We've got the height. They're the top. They're like playing in London.
Yeah, well, 1 and 2 are back against each other. We spoke at the start of the season when they asked Diorio who the hardest player he's ever played against was, and it's Ethan Belchez, number 1 overall. And I think they're both, 35 games for Belchez and 31 for Diorio. They're just starting their young careers, and they're both similar in points, actually. Belchez started way hotter, and he seems to have cooled off, and Diorio started a little slow, and he's heated up as of late. So they're kind of meeting in the middle here, and, I don't think you should make too many adjustments. Just stay the course and don't try and outmuscle them, maybe. Just play a strong defensive game. Sure, you want to get in the corners and you want to get the puck, but you're going up against monsters.
Don't try to be who you're not, I guess, is kind of, be who you are, which is capable. But this is, I know it's that cliche, we always need 60 minutes of hockey, but this is definitely one of those times where coming out is 60 minutes of hockey.
Yep, because if you're in the third period and you're tired, you're going to get out-muscled off the puck. Not even just by strength, just by sheer size. So just, full 60 minutes. Typical good answer, but it's what you got to do.
And a sold-out crowd here, but notably as well, a lot of Windsor folks down here. One of the things I miss about being down on the concourse is seeing a lot of the people.
Yeah, me too.
I took a walk around and said hi to some folks. They were like, "Oh, where are you?" and stuff. And but there's a lot of Windsor folks down here as well.
Yeah, I can see it.
And
there's
I
some
expect it's going to be loud no matter who gets the first goal.
Well, yeah, especially because it's these whatever they're called, cannon sticks or.
Oh yeah, these things.
Liuna night,
right? Okay, so we got the. And Connor had to show me. He's like, "Don't you know how to use this first time?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, I'm supposed to make some noise. I'm not even.
He doesn't get it. There, you're close.
I'm not. It's a kid thing, isn't it?
It
works.
Should be easy enough for a kid to use it.
I don't know. Where's yours? Why am I
down
doing
there?
this?
Down
Okay,
there.
all right.
I didn't want to. A lot of people up here.
Liuna 1089. Of course, main sponsor for tonight. Coming up too as well. I did an interview recently with Patrick DeRoche, and he'll be on my show this week on Monday,
Awesome.
7:30 p.m.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, great. Well, first of all, just a super nice guy, Pat is, and It was a great story. It was a great interview, and take the time to watch that 7:30 p.m. on my Facebook page, the show with David Burrows. And he's a super humble guy. Like, he's just, you could see the grin on his face when I said congratulations to him in the interview, and his mom and dad are still around, so they were very proud.
Oh, that's awesome.
He was bright red and grinning. So February 1st, there will be the Hall of Fame inducting, and we will have that broadcast on social media as well. So stay tuned. Follow SarniaSting.com for the updates on that. What is that?
That's an odd noise there.
Somebody's
Excuse me.
phone. That's your phone. I'm sure it's yours. Well, it might not be you, but I'm blaming you. Wow.
It's maybe, I think it's a UFO.
Something's making noise. What the heck? There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Doesn't like the batteries and stuff. All right, TikTok. What are we doing over here? 10K likes by puck drop. Can we do it? Holy crap, we're at 6,200.
Nice.
And we are, we're about 5 minutes away. So Abby is saying, do that. 10K by, that'd be freaking amazing, Batman. Will do, guys. Like, and McAllister has joined us. And thanks for the follow there as well. We really appreciate you out there on TikTok. I appreciate it out here on Facebook and YouTube. But I got to tell you, the action's really on TikTok. There's where you can follow me here. And follow my friend Connor Burke at, what is it again?
Burke050, I think.
Burke050. We got to remember that.
I think that's what it is.
Put it up here.
Burke050.
Follow him on Twitter there as well. And need my previous message, please. H&B official. Okay, let me go back and try to find you. Barry Colts. Oh, you guys talking for the game? If so, how do you say their names as they pass the puck so fast and smooth? No, I don't do really play-by-play. I'll talk like, I'll be like, and the Sarnia Stinger down in the Windsor zone.
The yellow guys.
I'm not the play-by-play. We're the social media guys. We have way more fun than those guys sitting across from us.
That's a tough job.
But if you want, it is. If you want the play-by-play, you can go to chok.com and listen to Lee Cunningham, along with color commentator Patrick DeRoche, who's being inducted in the Sarnia Sting Hall of Fame on February the 1st. Former goalie for the Sarnia Sting, former goalie coach. He's the second winningest goalie ever with the Sarnia Sting with 63 wins, and that's like not far from the first place. I forget now. I don't have my notes, but
Maybe if he comes out of retirement, he can beat it.
Right, something like that. Great interview. Yeah. So there's your answer, H&B official. And look at that. You guys have got it up to 7,400. Wow. We're like 4 minutes away from puck drop. Karen's in there helping us out as well. You know, it's been an interesting road for the Sarnia Sting to this point. And I keep saying it, but it's worthwhile repeating as the fans that have been here keep supporting this hockey team, and deservingly so. You can even feel it around the city right now, that people are talking about the Sarnia Sting again.
Mm-hmm. I get questions all the time because they see it and they're like, "Well, how are the Sting doing? I'm like, "They're doing good. We're in a great position right now. I think we could pass Flint tonight, and if Erie keeps struggling, then they might be on the next on the list to get past. Fingers crossed.
So there's lots of positives out there, I guess, is where we're going with all of that, right? And well, at the end of the day, only time will tell. You might have to. I might have to miss the first round of playoffs. I'm going to Germany at the end of March.
Oh my goodness gracious!
So you're going to have to just take care of the flow, right?
Yeah, that's right. Well, the face paint maybe making a comeback, and
right. we'll have to get them trained by then. So lots to happen, and Connor will be back to join me for first period intermission to talk about what's happening here, and then we'll do the second period intermission, and of course, always as well, we will have the updates, and then of course the post-game press conference as well.
Bet your bottom dollar.
I think they're getting ready to come out here shortly. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Must not be that important. But all right, thanks again to Hughes Intelligence for having us here, and thanks to Wave Energy Drink, who's also a supporter here of our broadcast. You can check out the links in the description for Hughes Intelligence and for the Wave Energy Drink as well. Well, Connor, I think we're just starting to, I'm getting excited already. Just
it feels electric.
It's going to be electric, and it's going to get loud in here. So thank you, Facebook and YouTube. We'll be back at the end of period 1. But if you want to stay with us, come on over to TikTok for the behind the scenes and more excitement. But for now, as always, I'm David Burrows and my friend Connor Burke here from the Hughes Intelligence Hockey Canada Hockey Suite. You
Something
know
like
what
that.
anyway, see, I screwed it up.
You've been pretty darn
I
good.
was all excited to. I should have just stuck with it. 1, 2, 3,
Go
go
Sting,
Sting, go!